using Ash real quick, and I'm going to see how far I can get into the chapter.
Someone in authority, you must use the inside email of the State Department or else you're breaking the rules. If that was never done, how can this be a serious infraction if nobody ever told her not to do it? That's all I'm asking.
Well, the question is whether she should have been familiar enough with the government's policies, with the State Department's policies, and frankly, the history of her husband's White House.
Welcome to the Poverty Parade Parade. That's a piece of 8.
Clearly, a lot of people there knew this was going on. Brian Fallon's statement is
Steamed
correct.
crab leg.
There were dozens, if not more than 100 people that probably used that email address, but none of those people may have known, or not many of them may have known, that this was her only email system. And the people that did raise concerns inside, somebody inside allegedly told them to shut up. It doesn't appear that that was a top-level Clinton aide. It appears that it was somebody further down in the bureaucracy.
Oh, darn.
This whole thing is difficult, Colleen. What do you make? He's a conservative. He's no friend of the Clintons, but he says there's going to be trouble because Comey and the FBI believe there's something here, and they're going to want something done. And if Loretta Lynch decides not to prosecute, there's going to be a rebellion. What do you hear?
Right, well, this is
that true?
This is
what
not,
I just said.
This is not the last word on this by any stretch. I mean, if the Clinton campaign and Brian Fallon are hoping that they can dispense with this quickly and put this to rest,
He did what blacks have to do.
That's
He tried
not
to
the
minimize
case, right? I
before,
mean, the FBI absolutely is still looking into this. There are legal challenges that are still working their way through the courts. Those are going to yield depositions from Clinton aides, and perhaps and Clinton herself is going to be interviewed by the FBI. So there's still a lot more to come on this subject, and this is going to continue.
Did you buy the illusion here? He used a hockey term. I'll use a basketball term. He made it sound like an alley-oop play. The Inspector General puts the ball in the air, and the FBI is going to stuff it. Is it like that? Is this a sequential thing coming here?
I don't think this is an alley-oop play. No one is making that assertion who has direct lines into what's happening. But there's certainly more to come, and Clinton is going to have to answer some tough questions, which she didn't do.
Well, let's go a little parallel story. It's not just Hillary Clinton facing troubles today. These are all a matter of degree. Alex Bolton, according to our report and your report in the Hill newspaper today, some Democrats are discussing whether Democratic National Committee Chair Debbie Wasserman Schultz should step down before the party's July convention in Philly. And one pro-Clinton Democratic senator told you, quote, there have been a lot of meetings over the past 48 hours about what color plate do we deliver Debbie Wasserman Schultz's head on. Well, that's a little reference to Salome and St. John the Baptist, but go ahead.
When I heard that, it really took me aback, and what really took me aback is that this wasn't coming from a Sanders supporter. This was coming from a strong Clinton supporter.
Okay, let me ask you about the depth. How much scope or depth do you have to people who are convinced, who are ready now to dump her, who actually will say to you, if I get in the room, I will vote to dump her? How many people like that?
There are only a few people who are saying that, but what they're saying is that they're having conversations with numerous colleagues. The one source I spoke to said conversations with at least a dozen colleagues who said that Wasserman Schultz is a concern, and then speaking with those colleagues.
Okay, what's her problem? What has she done wrong?
Well, she's become the face of a rigged system, what Bernie Sanders calls a rigged system, and the problem that Hillary Clinton...
What did she do that is objectively recognized as rigging?
Well, right off the bat, scheduling only 6 debates, that was seen as disadvantageous to the Sanders campaign.
Scheduling at what times?
Scheduling on weekends, on Saturday nights when people aren't likely to watch the debates.
Yeah.
Also setting up this joint fundraising committee between the Clinton campaign and the DNC. Also pouncing on Sanders so quickly during that dispute over the voter database in December, cutting off his access to this key database before the Iowa caucus and New Hampshire primary.
Colleen, if she gets dumped as DNC chair, that impairs her chances to win her primary down there in Florida, I would think.
I would think
a damning shot.
I would think so. It's certainly not helpful, and obviously Sanders has helped her opponent by raising some money and bringing some attention to him. But I mean, the question for Democrats at this point is, do they want the mess of trying to get rid of Debbie Wasserman Schultz? And who is her successor? There are a lot of people who are willing to vote to oust her, but who's the person who everyone will support, like Clinton and Sanders?
How do you see this thing? Is this something that's going to happen before Philadelphia or not? I doubt it.
Yeah, he's certainly horse-faced. He's kind of horse-faced. Yeah. He's as stubborn as a mule.
Right. That's one of the
But they have never sort of brought down the hammer and tried to force her out. And I can't see that they would think that this is a great moment to do that.
The party nominee generally is in charge of picking the party chair. Is that right? That's the way I vote. Is that what's going to happen, Josh? That if Trump wins the nomination, it's formalized, he wins the nomination, he gets to pick the party chair at that point, or it's really up to him?
I mean, that's been the tradition, but we've seen so many rules upended this year and so much tension.
I guess that means I have a premonition about what to prep.
Various people running for the
I'm poop
nomination. Who knows if people would stick to
Serve and
those
grub
rules or not.
Wendleton. What's more priority than lentils? Everything? Nope, nothing. They're great for long sea voyage. They're journeys. Okay.
Interesting reporting. We'll see.
Crap.
I'm not sure she's going to get dumped, but you can make a good case, Colleen. McCain Nelson, thank you. I agree with your
Customer wants crunchy roasted lentils.
powerful labor unions in this country. So who will the United Auto Workers back in the presidential fight? And who are they going to endorse? Well, the president of that union is coming here right now, sitting at that chair to make their endorsement here on this program. It's called Hard
Okay, so
Place for Politics.
everything cooking. Get everything in a brewing right now.
Hi, Bill Swift here for Flex Seal Liquid. The super thick rubber that you can pour right into cracks to stop water dead in its tracks. You can brush or roll for a watertight seal. Even dip all your tools for a tough, no-slip grip. Flex Seal starts out as a thick liquid and turns into a flexible rubber that creates a super strong waterproof barrier. We even sealed this fish pond. Now you can handle any project with Flex Seal Liquid. We made this entire airboat out of screed and covered it in Flex Seal Liquid. After a day on the water, the inside is completely dry. Yahoo! Imagine what you could do with Flex Seal Liquid. Get Flex Seal Liquid for $19.99. Plus, we'll include a handy can of Flex Seal and Flex Shot. You get it all for $19.99. Call now. To order Flex Seal Liquid today, call 1-800-929-8760, 1-800-929-8760, or go to flexsealliquid.com.
I have been a proactive customer for almost 10 years, and it still amazes me that people ask, does that stuff really work? Hi, I'm Julianne.
Yay.
What's the first thing
Leveled
people
up.
say after trying Proactive? Wow, I really wish I tried it
500
sooner.
plus.
That's because Proactive is so easy and works so well. If you're struggling with breakouts, you just want it behind you. Over. Done. And the sooner you try Proactive, the sooner it can be.
Proactive is the #1 acne brand. It works for men and women of all ages, skin types, and ethnicities.
I should have tried Proactive first, then I would have been happy a long time ago.
I wish I had tried Proactive sooner because it wasn't until Proactive that I really started seeing results.
Right now's the best time to get Proactive, because when you order in the next 10 minutes, we'll upgrade your shipment to include our Quick Fix Blemish Pen. It's a breakthrough that's easy to use and goes on invisibly, so you can start reducing pimples instantly on the go. Normally $28. Today, it's yours free.
I just wish that I could tell people not to wait, not to hesitate, because Proactive relieves such a major stress so you can focus on the things that you love doing.
Still not sure? Be among the first 600 to order and get our luxurious green tea moisturizer as a free bonus. With nourishing green tea hydration, your complexion glows. Call 1-800-387-6642.
So take a moment right now to decide one thing. Are you ready for clear skin?
Then hurry while there's still time, because you get Proactive, our Quick Fix Blemish Pen, and our green tea moisturizer, all for just $19.95, plus free shipping. That's how you can get it overnight with new Proactive Next Day. Call 1-800-387-6642.
Clear skin starts with you. Call now.
Going back to Harbaugh, Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders? That's been the debate for months now within the richest union in the U.S. The United Auto Workers, which has more than 1 million active and retired members, has remained one of the few national unions to not yet endorse for president. Until now, until this moment. UAW International President Dennis Williams has said that the decision is made, and the group will be all in now. And Mr. Williams joins me right now with an exclusive announcement, which is?
Well, the executive board have voted unanimously to support Hillary Clinton for president of the United States.
So you're all in now?
We're all in.
And all your members are with you?
Well, our members will be with us.
What the percentage of your members do you think come
United
November?
Auto Workers, baby.
Well, right now, we just...
Just endorsed Hillary Clinton on national television.
Oh,
I
good.
believe
Chris.
probably 6%.
The United Auto Workers did?
What do you make of the reason why almost a third of them, or 3 out of 10, are now supporting Trump? What's the impulse there?
I think there's two issues, That when we did our polling, and by the way, before we endorsed, we did a lot of polling.
Hillary for president, yay.
We focused on what the members were saying. We had two great
It's kind of a done deal.
We've already voted for her, so it's, well,
In
even,
our primary.
yeah, until the general election comes, which is in what, December?
It's weird, in Washington State, they have,
November?
first they have the Republican primary, then they have our primary. But
are
also
Mingle
they have the statewide primary, but the county primary is what we just voted in. We voted in both of them, remember?
Yeah, I know, we did. We voted early,
Yeah.
And I mean that because here he is.
which every good voter should, actually.
I think it's important.
Would stop
Huh?
one company from going to
Yes, it's very important.
the same remarks and says, oh, by the way, I would close the plants in Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Kansas, and all them. He didn't name them, but he was talking about all of them. Close them down, and then tell the workers, if you want your jobs back, come back for less money.
He said he'd do
He
that?
just said, Detroit News reported it out.
What was this?
This was a couple months ago, during the Michigan primary, by the way.
What? Did Bernie Sanders say that or Donald Trump?
I don't know.
So he was discounted immediately.
Does he think UAW guys and men and women are getting paid too much?
I got well, after following him for a little bit, and we watched all the debates, and, you didn't get much out of the
I mean, he's tough on labor.
Oh, Trump.
Oh my god. Of course. It sounds like something Donald Trump would say.
No Republican Democrat would say something like that.
I'm gonna say, wait a minute, what? Bernie Sanders said that? No, of course not.
Say that she was going to shut down Virginia's coal mining jobs.
Yeah, I know.
And she didn't even mean it that way. She meant that she was going to bring in some high-paying, technical jobs to replace them.
Yeah, I know, the green energy jobs and everything.
Rednecks came out saying, big.
Of course, because the way she worded it made it sound like, well, I'm just gonna fire you all, screw you, kind of thing.
It's like her using the email thing. Who gives a fuck? Nobody there's no harm, no foul, nobody died, nobody...
Oh, you and I hold that position.
They had, every other people had, are they going to persecute everybody who had their own personal email server?
Well, no, so far they haven't even tried.
Several
I mean,
other people.
Yeah, Colin Powell didn't even put out copies of his supposedly what was it? Or his emails, his confidential emails. Okay.
A million more votes than Donald Trump. She's our nominee. It's
Actually,
time to unite
this movie wants them to be
and Hillary Clinton has
one of
proven
those.
she's a leader. She has been
That's
scrutinized.
okay.
She has been criticized.
Right.
And she is a tough individual. Thank you.
Dennis Williams, International President of the UAW, thank you for coming.
Yeah, that just might be in her favor. People seeing her as one tough cookie.
Yeah, well, I definitely see it as something in her favor.
It's interesting to look into who this guy was and what he was
Who he is.
before he...
Who he still is. I mean, who he was.
What do you mean was?
He's not changed at all. Donald Trump is still, the same dude as he was. As he'll always be.
Paste, powders, elbow grease, nothing really made a difference until Zap. It restored it like new.
Our water is so hard, ordinary cleaners didn't work. I put on Zap, let it sit, and it all just dissolved. I couldn't believe it.
These rooms weren't remodeled, and they weren't resurfaced. In fact, they weren't even cleaned. They were all restored. Introducing Zap, the professional strength restorer that's guaranteed to make porcelain, fiberglass, tile and grout, and real metals like brass, copper, and cast iron all look like new again, or your money back. Zap is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just spray it on, let it sit, and wipe it off. And in just seconds, your surfaces are back like new.
Oh, those terrible infomercials.
Not a cleaner. Most cleaners only work on surface dirt, but Zap
I'm just
actually
screwed by
penetrates
strange
and
stuff in my
restores
results
surfaces
and
to
go
look like new.
do a video.
Kitchen tile
And for H1Z1?
so bad,
Yep.
I thought
I might want to do one for World of Warships too.
then I tried
Oh, yeah.
Might want to make my intro video.
Do your intro and then do one of the other videos.
My intro to all my old ones too.
It's true.
with its fresh wintergreen scent works on toilet bowls, rust, and hard water stains. In fact, Zap is so effective it's guaranteed to remove virtually any stain from any of these surfaces or your money back.
When cleaners stop working, it's time to restore it with Zap.
Zap
Let's see.
restores like new. Replacing could cost hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So don't replace it, restore it with Zap Concentrated Restorer for only $19.95. We'll also include a free Zap sprayer attachment, a free bottle of Zap Maintainer, plus 2 industrial Zap pads. Call in the next 5 minutes and visit us on the web at zapdoubleoffer.com. Don't delay, call or click right now.
Yeah, why not? Oh, there's an old sea shanty tune on the back of this
The new Range Rover Evoque.
video here.
Above and beyond. Looking for a sign? At Vistaprint, we've got all kinds. The banners, posters, magnets, and more kind. The easy-to-design kind. And the help when you need it kind. The easy-to-display kind, and the absolutely guaranteed kind. So what is your business waiting for? Right now, signs and posters start at just $9.99. Enter promo code SIGNS at Vistaprint.com. Because your kind of sign is at Vistaprint. Favorite MSNBC shows wherever you are. Catch the latest full episodes and watch live. Download the MSNBC app today.
I'm Betty Wynn. Here's what's happening. The head of the TSA appeared before lawmakers to testify about the long lines at airport security checkpoints. The agency is expected to add more than 700 new screeners by mid-June to help cut wait times. President Obama and leaders from G7 nations are in Japan for today's summit. The president will travel to Hiroshima on Friday. And South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley has signed legislation outlawing most abortions 20 weeks after fertilization. Now, it's back to Hardball.
So you've got 20 weeks, that's 5 months, 5 weeks. Yeah.
For what? 5 weeks for what?
He said 20 weeks, that's 5 months to have an abortion. In South Carolina.
Yeah, it's at least halfway. So.
What's consistent with what we're hearing now from him and what is not. For instance, Trump in 2001 told me that he wasn't suited for the Oval Office because he said he wouldn't enjoy the job. Let's watch him. I'm not sure that I'd ever really enjoy the life of a politician, Chris. I think that you're just on all the time, and by the way, no easy job. This is really tough stuff. It's just something that I don't think would suit me very well. I don't think I'd enjoy it very well. And, to do something really well, you really have to enjoy it. As Vince Lombardi said, you've got to love it. And you do have to love it. Anyway, 1999, Trump...
Anything you do, you should love. But it's not about liking it or not. It's about whether or not you can do it. And he is not a qualified person for the job.
Which I'll probably make in February. It's something I will be thinking of. They're very big. They're very complex. But I probably wouldn't have a problem with doing it. I probably wouldn't have a problem with putting out my income tax. I'm joining now with a roundtable with Julia Reed as a journalist and author of the new book, Julia Reed's South. It's a spirited, entertaining, and high-style fun all year long. That's the long title, in fact. Jeremy Peters is a reporter with the New York Times. Dave Ryan, of course, my friend. She's White House correspondent for American Urban Radio Networks. Let me ask you about this thing about the joie de vivre, the joy he was going to get not running for president. Now he's changed. And the thing about it, I don't like it because I'm on television all the time. Are you kidding me? He likes it all the time. What's changed? Is this his, what do you call it, bucket list? 15 years later, he said, yeah.
Actually, what's changed is the fact that he's older, he's more settled, and this is something that he has never accomplished before, something new for him. So this potentially could be number one on his bucket list at age 69.
Jeremy, he says you're going to release his tax return. Those are the kind of things that are specific. He knew he had to do it way back in 1999. Why did he run if he didn't plan to do what he said he'd probably have to do?
I don't think that all of this is as well thought out as it would be for an ordinary candidate like Hillary Clinton, right, who kind of thought of this every step of the way for her entire life. I think that his trick now, though, is to keep us talking about other things. He's going to insult Pocahontas. He's going to talk about Ted Cruz's father being on the Kennedy assassination. He's going to talk about Bill Clinton being a rapist and a murderer. And every second that he's talking about that, we're not talking about it.
Hillary Clinton looks across and says, why won't you release your tax returns? Me and Bill have been doing it for 20-some years. Why don't you do it? What are you hiding? If she talked like him, he'd be in trouble.
If they can make it stick, that's the thing. But, we in the media have to not get distracted by it.
Prove it. Yeah. Exactly. Prove you paid tax.
But there's no law that says that he has.
No, but
he passes over the last
Just let me ask you who you would vote for, Hillary or Rudy?
Don't ask me that
That's the
question.
United States. You can't
Don't
answer
ask me that question.
Don't ask me that. I'm sorry. One is running against Bell, and the other is backing him.
He's a
Now, he wouldn't, why would he take it? Why would he move on that?
He's got business with both. I equate Donald Trump to a misguided new species of animal, part donkey.
Part donkey.
He's part, I mean, a Republican versus a Democrat, he doesn't want to touch that one. Well, I think he's the big player.
Freaking A.
But let me then he didn't want to like upset the apple cart, which even then he was not as big a player as he thought, but he was trying to be good. But let me say this though, back during the Clinton years, and I love to hear him talk about the Clintons. Back during the Clinton years, he supported the Clintons, and I remember being at a fundraiser in Trump Tower for Congressman Ed Towns, who happens, full disclosure, who happens to be my cousin. Yes,
I like Ed Towns.
From Brooklyn. Yes, from Brooklyn. He monopolized Bill Clinton's time so much that people couldn't take pictures with Bill Clinton, who were there for the fundraiser. So this is so interesting to hear this.
I was in Crossroads in South Africa. That tough township. It was great. That town was great. Anyway, Trump has been consistent when it comes to foreign countries, which he says are ripping us off. Here's what he said about oil-producing countries like Saudi Arabia 15 years ago.
You know, we protect all these countries, and then I can't use the word screw on cable, but I will anyway. But we protect all these countries, and then they screw us with our energy. It's a terrible situation. It doesn't happen.
Never
It's
Trump.
happening in spades, and something has to be done about it.
Well, you can say screw now.
So he was supposedly a real estate developer.
He was,
They
yeah.
got to start paying for the sport against ISIS. They're going to say they're screwing us on oil prices. Same attitude, nationalism. Yeah, economic nationalism.
It is. I think though people vote their pocketbooks, right? And where the Democrats have a vulnerability, or they've seized on a vulnerability right now, is not just the income tax thing, but this soundbite of his from a few years ago when he was rooting for the housing market crash, right?
Well, he says he was just looking for opportunities in a low market.
Right, okay, but good luck explaining that. I mean, you saw the statement he put out. It was the most nuanced, harsh thing I've ever heard Trump say. I mean, so he's up against the rope on this, and this is how Democrats win. They make Republicans look like they don't care, and that's what they've been unable to do with Trump. It's not, but this all contributes to a narrative that he's in it for himself. He doesn't care about people like you, and it totally undercuts his appeal as a savior of
Remember the patriarch, Joe Kennedy, how he made money? He had cash when nobody else did, and he bought when it was down. So people do that.
People do that, right? Good luck explaining that.
Okay. The roundtable's sticking with us, and up next, Easter, you're going to tell me something I don't know. The best part of the show. This is Hardball, the place for politics.
When we stopped selling the cheeseburger pizza, boy, did I hear about it. At Big Bill 7, right? Are you kidding me?
Cheeseburger pizza. They heard about it.
I guess so they did.
Back, Big Bill.
I like taco pizza best myself, actually. Because burger pizza sounds like to me it's something you'd put like pickles on.
Was that your dad's favorite pizza, that cheeseburger?
Ah, actually I was a fan of the taco pizza.
Do you have trouble falling asleep or wake up with a sore
But he was like black cheese and olive. That's all he liked, you know.
Did you say black?
Yeah, I mean black olive and cheese. Ah, yeah, black cheese and olive. Yeah. yeah, black cheese. It comes from the blackened, caves somewhere in the south of France. I don't know. Unimportant.
I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made my pillow machine washable and dryable. I backed my pillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own...
I have a gooder brain.
State of Minnesota.
I have a gooder brain, don't worry, you know.
It's the official pillow of the National Sleep. I personally guarantee that my pillow will be the most comfortable pillow you'll ever own. Go to mypillow.com or call now to order one of my pillows. When you do,
What
I'll give
the
you a
fuck?
second one absolutely
No.
Can you place your starting farms on that?
No. It doesn't have an app.
The Generous Show today, where she played a game of Who'd You Rather? The likely Democratic presidential nominee was asked to choose between two possible
Would you rather?
candidates and was presented with some interesting options. Let's watch.
All right, let's see. Mark Cuban or Joe Biden? Oh, Joe. All right, you're picking Joe? Oh, I gotta go with Tony. Tony? Jeff Probst. Gotta go with Tony. Tony. Bernie Sanders.
Tony.
Tony. Kanye. I gotta go with Tony. Yeah. George Clooney. Well, Tony could be the first term and George could be the second.
Yeah, George could be the second, huh?
Tony Goldman, who plays President Fitzgerald Grant on Scandal. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I wonder if Hillary watches Scandal. Or is she just too busy with her own scandals every day? According to the Republicans, anyway. The ISIS.
When it's time to straighten your curly hair,
I was gonna say, what happened to the TV?
bristle with a blow dryer and brush, and waste even more time with a flat iron that literally flattens and fries your hair. Or you could simply brush your curly hair straight instantly with Simply Straight, the amazing new ceramic straightening brush that combines the
Simply
power of a flat
Straight.
iron with the gentle styling ability of a brush to make straightening your hair as easy as brushing your hair. No flat iron damage, no chemicals. No hassle. And because you straighten and style in one pass, you're done in half the time. The secret is Simply Straight ceramic wraps bristles lift hair at the root to deliver gentle heat around every strand without flattening or frying your hair.
Flat irons are a problem. It fries your hair. Literally burns your hair. But with Simply Straight, it makes it easy, and with one brush, I can get the job done.
Try the chemical straighteners. They stink, they're horrible, and they're damaging.
Oh well, I guess that's it. That's all I can go on what I got.